But I'm gonna tell you the thing what I go through, because one thing about it, I'm not 100% vegan or vegetarian. I'm pescatarian. You know, I still eat a little fish or whatnot, but 90% is fruit and veggies. So what about the people who just feel like, all right, I want to live longer, I want to be healthy, but you mean I got to get rid of my chicken, or I can't eat no more cheese or whatever. But I'm thinking, I think it could be even stronger to where if we could still merge, and hopefully, you know, we could get them to transition. But that's because there's a lot of people who want to get well, who wants to eat better, who wants to look better and feel better and live longer. But they still are locked into what their regular habits.
Well, I have to piggyback off of what you're saying because he's talking about me.
Yeah. Okay.
I just eat food every day. I don't know what I'm eating half the time. I just know I'm not going to eat no BS, okay?
Right.
You know, but every now and then I might give me some ribs. Sometime I might eat me some chicken.
Brother, are you serious?
I don't do it every day, but on the weekend, you know, let's get some ribs in this thing going. If it's 4th of July, it's rib time. But I don't feel like I'm killing myself, but I know I'm not healing myself.
Right.
So what are the initial steps that I need to take to change my eating habits for longevity?
And that's the question that Dr. Sebi wanted to answer through a food list. On sebisdaughters.com, what I did was I took his list and I've manipulated into this day and time as much as possible to give you a blueprint of foods that have the highest level of nutritional value. Because the base is you need to know what those are. I mean, when you look at the pyramid that they give you when you're at school or at the doctor's office, it gives you the pyramid of foods of what you need to have and what you should have less of. But did you actually name those and say in definition what they do? It's important that we look at what we consider food. And that's the real question here. It's like we've been conditioned to think that those commercials that we see with all these beautiful women selling burgers is food. I say no. Some people get rid of everything but chicken, and I understand that that's been the consciousness of a person all this time, but is it really healthy for you?
Yeah.
I say no, because women still suffer from fibroids. They have, different things, abnormal periods, not having babies at all. Men have breasts and large hips and things that are going on, hormonal dysfunctions. And right now is a time when mental health is serious. Did we ever consider that all came from what we were doing in COVID, laying around eating processed foods?
Yeah.
Our children.
A lot of people, you're right.
Our children suffer.
Physical part, not knowing that, like it's certain women who I've encountered, I was like, oh, you know what? Just from the way she's snapping, I could tell she's not eating right. And when I ask her what her diet is, it fits right with her. I'm like, okay, she's a meat eater.
She didn't fight you?
A heavy meat eater. Luckily, I got away before it got to that point. I mean, I would have just had elbows. I would have just blocked anyway. But yeah, I could tell. Even just different people. Period. I could tell people who are really heavy meat eaters because a certain type of temper most have. I mean, I hate to put everybody in one thing, but you can see it. With certain people, like as far as how they eat and just the way that they just go about things. They may snap a little faster than the average person.
That's
most people who eat clean, you'll see they just more laid back.
Exactly.
Of course, you can react to certain things, but it's definitely mental also. Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot that come with it.
Kelly, I got to ask you about this sea moss jelly. You ain't get a chance to check it out. I'm going to let you check it out.
We got here. Pineapple type stuff, right? That's the real one.
We can go to sebisdaughters.com and pick up all of this stuff. What is it about this sea moss?
I need that T-shirt
that's saving lives? Because I keep on hearing about it, but I haven't dealt with it personally.
No,
because I'm just living on a regular basis. Like, okay, what's for dinner? Okay.
Yeah.
So what is it about sea moss that I need to, inject this into my regular eating habits?
Well, Dr. Sebi will always be the architect of the sea moss movement. Why is this sea moss so important? So the name of it, he coined the phrase sea moss, but Irish moss comes from the sea, and it comes from beautiful parts of the world, and the Atlantic Ocean is where I like it the best. But it grows on coral, which carries a lot of minerals, all right? And the ocean carries a lot of minerals, and when you get it and harvest it the right way, which I keep his way of doing that. A shout out to the divers out there, you know where you are.
Yeah.
But you want to know that you have a high quality amount of minerals. Because, see, you know, the whole goal is this. When you go to the doctor, what's the first thing that they give you?
An IV.
What's the IV filled with?
Salt water and minerals.
All type of minerals.
And minerals, all type of minerals. So is sea moss. So is Irish moss. So if we did this on a daily basis, what in turn would happen to our body? If they give it to us on entering, that means we're at a lack of minerals and water when we walk in. So one of the things he found is that not only does it carry minerals, but it opens up the gut to receive the minerals from the food that you have. So this in tune does what for the body? You're fueling, but you're also at a cellular level giving the body what it requires.
Yeah.
In this day and age with this COVID, we got a new variant right now, and it's hitting hard. For those of you who don't know, I do know that it's happening. But what it does is it increases your immune system. It increases your nervous system. It will help that young lady you wanted to talk to, but couldn't.
Yeah.
So the goal is what I did, and here's where I thought was fun. As his daughter, I will never be my father, but I decided to turn it into what Kellie Bowman wanted to honor her dad. So I turned it into, I have gel, I have soap, I mix it with elderberry.
Nice.
I put it in lip balm, I put it in all of my body butters because it does good internally and externally. So for me, it's all inclusive, but it's so good for the body that I haven't found anything stronger. It is a superfood as far as I'm concerned. So at SebisDaughters.com, we rock with it because we honor the man who brought it to us in such a great way. But commerce, I mean, come on, different countries have benefited off of the high rise in sea moss. Because he made sure that everybody knew about it, and when he died, boom, millions in companies. Millions.
Okay.